So in this lesson, we're going to see how to create a data table. So let's suppose your company is charging a price of $1. You're producing quantity of, let's say, 5. And your revenues are going to be equal to type equals sign in, price in cell C2 multiplied by quantity in cell C3. Now, this is perfectly fine, but what if I want to compute the revenues for different combinations of prices and quantities? Doing it this way, I would have to manually write a new price and a new quantity each time. There is a faster way of doing this. So let's say now your prices can be 0. Let's say they can be 0 plus 1, which is 1, $1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And now let's say your quantities can be 0. And now let's say it'll be 0 plus, let's say, 5. So it'll be 5, 15, etc., etc., etc. Right? So I want to create in these cells, what I want are revenues from different combinations of prices and quantity. Now we have to sort of decide where the prices are going to be. So are these the prices 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or are those the prices 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? So let's decide on this. Let's say that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the prices and 0 through 25 are the quantities. And these cells are going to contain the revenues from each combination of price and quantity. Begin by typing an equal sign in on the top left corner. This cell was blank initially. And set this equal to the revenues that you found here. So what you're telling Excel is, look, price times quantity is revenues, and revenues, by the way, are here. And now you have to tell Excel which of these numbers are the prices, in this case is the column labels, and which of these numbers is the quantities, of course the row labels. Well, here's how you do it. You highlight the formula containing revenues, these numbers which you know are prices, and highlight down like this. Go to the Data tab, go to What If Analysis, go to Data Table. And now what's asking you is, you told me that revenues are P times Q, but is price the row variable or is quantity the row variable? The way Excel interprets this says, these numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the column labels, but in fact are what's known as a row input cell, because once I choose the value 0, its value is going down rows. And 0, 5 through 25 are the column variables, because even though they're row labels, once you choose a value, its values goes across columns. And so we know that price is the row variable, because once chosen, its values goes down rows. And we know that quantity is the column variable, because once chosen, its value goes across columns. So what you do is you type on this cell containing price. This tells you that, hey, in the formula for revenues, price is the row variable, which then interprets as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going down rows. And for the column, it's the quantity. And as soon as I hit, well, because quantity is the column variable, because the row variable labels are 0 through 25, but once chosen, they go across columns. Hit OK, and those are the revenues. Now, how do we know that these numbers here are in fact the revenues? Did we mix up the rows with the column variables? Well, let's check. We know that a price of 1 and a quantity of 5 gives you revenues of 5. Let's choose a number, let's say 15. So we know that when we have a price of $1, quantity of 15, we should get revenues of 15. So let's check this. A price of $1, quantity of 15 should give us revenues of 15, and that's exactly right.